Hi guys, it's Sher here with Share Peace and Love here. See if any just for a little what is it, Sunday night check-in. It's kind of late. Everybody's probably in bed already. I don't know. We had our first membership class tonight, and that was quite lovely. Um, I had some people come in, and it was kind of interesting. I will be giving access to some of that membership stuff also for the non-members, but I have to do something, to like make things work in life. So if you don't know me, my name is Sher. I'm an intuitive, and I come on here late night at live late nights, and if someone's around and they want a reading, I help them get clarity on their life situations. Um, and I don't know if anybody's going to show up because it's 12:45 in the morning where I'm at, and but that's okay because that's life. If nobody shows up, I'll just sit here and chat for well. Oh, somebody just showed up. I see somebody in here. Anyway, welcome to the chat. If you're new, oh, I have a person and a like. Wow, yay! Uh, I cannot believe that today is September 1st, right? Can you guys? The first day of September. It was. Hi, Shell. It was just, wasn't it just August? Wasn't it just January? I think it was just January. It's been a busy day. How are you doing tonight, Shell? I'm really starting to like these cards here. And let me light some Palo Santo and clear the air. Hi, Divine Gross. How's it going? Okay. I had to make some space. Our membership club has 5 members now. Very excited. 5 perfectly wonderful members. Iris is the moderator of that membership club, but she doesn't know it yet. So don't tell her. I'm being terrible. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys having a great night? I hope so. Um, I just yes, I just had my first membership thing. We talked on like things that you need to know when you first have a spiritual awakening. That really seems to be a predominant thing lately. Um, I see you, Divine. It seems like when people nowadays are a lot of people seem to be having spiritual awakenings nowadays. Ah, yes, I'm sure she'll appreciate that. That woman called me this morning. Let's just clear the air here a little. No bad iris vibrations. That woman called me this morning and said, I'm going to pull it up. It's entertaining. She said to me, what was it? I think we should do a tarot. Hi, Shell. I think we should do a tarot cooking show. While you do the readings, I will be cooking in the background. With you fussing about the food, it will be hilarious. This is the message that the woman sends me at, well, she sent me one before that. Okay. The woman, we have to have an iris update, of course. I did tell her we were going live, but she's probably in bed. This one says neck bones with potatoes, mushrooms, carrots, onions, and green peppers simmering in the crock pot. Once almost done, I will make some garlic rice. Oh, all is well. I need a green vegetable, maybe green beans. I'm like, I am not your dietary person. I know I know, but and see, I love her. She's a great person. She's a great person in my life. I know, but the tarot cooking show, I was like, no, no, I don't think I can do that. So it's an amazing day. It's a beautiful Sunday night. I had dinner with my daughter and my grandson. I've had a fabulous day. Well, I had the baby last night. So if you saw the live last night, you're aware that I had the child as he was doing his best to try to scare me, which was kind of funny. It cracked me up. So I always end up sleeping in my chair, when this kid is around. And so it takes me a few hours to come back after he goes home. So this morning I'm like, it's time to go home, go. Sent him to his mom at the car and went back in and went to bed. So life is good, right? Okay, let me say a prayer because we got prayer is the beginning of all things. It's probably just going to be like a chill night. If I channel, I channel. If I read cards, we read cards. How about that? Let's just have some fun for a minute. It is Sunday, so I always say this on Sundays. Let us rejoice. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And isn't that true that we have this day to rejoice in? Okay, so let me pray and we'll get started. If you have a question, it's so low key tonight. Feel free to post your question. All of my messages from God come from God's source, the divine. There's nothing that is not. Oh, it is. You know what? It's Monday here too. I have no concept of time. Mm. Hi, Shania, George. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our chat. All right. I'm going to say prayer. My name is Sher. I am an intuitive. I receive messages from the Most High, and God is good and life is good. So, welcome to the chat. If you have a question, Shania, feel free to paste it. And when we get to you, I'll see what I can do. All right. Father, please. Amen. Okay. First messages for Shell. What do we have for Shell? I don't know about that. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Messages. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let me see what we got going on here. Okay, Shell, this is going to sound kind of weird, but it feels like you're dealing with a Page of Swords, kind of an immature person, wants to control the narrative, all that good stuff. But here's the thing, this doesn't feel like it's a healthy or good relationship. This is the Five of Cups. There's a lot of loss there. There's not anything positive going on. But let's see what else is going on in life here for Shell. Messages for Shell. Wow, a lot of them. Chariot. So things are fixing to pick up pace. Shell, that's good. I think you need to pick up pace and move to wherever. Okay, this person. Who is this person? You have a bad person in your area? In your you do. Who is this person? Bear with me. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Deception. Either this person is in your life, they're coming in your life, or they just left your life. You have the Devil in the upright. That's very concerning. And then you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. This feels like a loss of passion. It feels like that the person, whoever they are, or not, they're on kind of a rampage. I hope does that make sense? And deceptive and immature. Causes a lot of grief. And honestly, this looks like you running away from the situation. I hope that makes sense, Shell. I'm like, whoa, who is in this energy? It's amazing. That's crazy. All right. I hope that helps. Divine Gross, do you have a question? Your aunt. Okay, because I was like, what is this energy? 5 on the clock. That means significant change. Welcome if you're new to the chat. It's kind of chilly here in Aurora. It's got that little Christmas in the air. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to figure out. I was like, what is that? Okay. All right. What do we have for divine growth in the general? These are the steamship punk cards. They're so cool. Your ex. Sorry about that. I wondered because I was like, this isn't. They don't usually show up. It feels like in your reads, if I remember correctly. All right. What do we have? But you're in the middle of a beginning. I just saw the number 10. You're resetting in your world and everything, it feels like. Hi Natalie. How's it going? I seem like it just seems like I just saw you. Okay. All right. What do we have for divine? Oh, members do get privileges in the members chat. So I'll read for Natalie after divine. All right. What do we have for divine at this time? Messages for divine. Something sweeter than wine. Being skilled, putting the work in. Not thinking you have a lot of options, but I think you do. Having a real passion for everything going on. Uh-oh. I just heard a crazy raccoon. Okay, so this is kind of weird. Divine. Okay, let's just start. Okay, I see a devil, which is a two of cups in reverse and a two of pentacles. This is someone that's juggling. They're not nice. I think that I'm not sure if this is in your present energy. It feels like it was in your past energy because I have the seven of wands here. It feels like you had to stand your ground, like to protect yourself. You're very skilled at everything that you do. You know that. There's some new opportunities coming in. I feel like you're just waiting. Like, when are they going to get here? When are they going to get here? They're going to come. Okay. Seven of Cups, all right, in reverse, telling me those opportunities are coming. What else do we have for divine at this time, Lord? Messages for divine. Oh, no. Okay, what do we got? Okay. A Knight of Swords is coming in, okay. More mature, which is good. Uh, all right, you have a Knight of Swords coming in, but you're going to think I'm crazy. You also have the Eight of Swords. I'm seeing this as like, don't laugh, that like you just don't see this coming together. Okay, it's like, it's not that you don't see something in the relationship, it just feels like you don't see it coming together. You'll recognize this situation when you run across it. You'll be like, oh, that's what Sher was talking about. Anything else for divine? Ooh, the Star, stepping into your power. You've had to cut off some crazy. Okay, when I said crazy raccoons, we got to clear this up. That's so funny. I was referring to the raccoons in my dumpster. There are crazy raccoons in my dumpster. When I went to take my trash out the other night, one almost jumped on me. And tonight I was out on my porch and I saw one. And they are so fat. It's terrible. Crazy. Hi, Sanaya. All right, let me read for Natalie. She is a member. Members do get priorities. That's a new one for me. I'm not used to that. And then we'll do Shania. Welcome. No, no, and they're big raccoons. These are bigger than cats. Okay. I saw one tonight. I was like, there was a guy in the parking lot. And I yelled, raccoon. Seriously. Hello, Lear Roblox. Welcome. Hi, Sky High. Okay. Hi, Natalie. All right. What do we have for Natalie at this time? Natalie is one of our new members, and she was at the class tonight. Messages for Natalie at this time. Oh, wow. Okay, I like this. Okay, it's good energy. Okay, so wow. Let's see what we got here. A lot of energy. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so what I have here is you are coming across as the Hierophant now, Natalie. This is God energy connected to the divine. It was like you were given strength to get through some kind of situation. The situation feels like it depleted you a little bit because I'm seeing the Four of Swords here, but it also made you make a shift. You shift it because now you're like, you're coming back into balance with the six of swords. No, I'm sorry. Six of swords is moving into calmer waters. You're moving into calmer waters, but you also are coming into balance with the six of wands. No, you're coming into passion. Sorry, I lost my place for a minute there. Okay, see the passion here in this particular person. I feel like you are the Queen of Wands, like in your space, having passion for life, feeling like you are belonging, a sense of like being where you're supposed to be, and finally starting to see things come together. Okay. I do think that you dealt with a not so nice King of Swords in the past, someone who was probably quite abusive in nature. That is past from what I can see. But now you're moving into this Ace of Pentacles energy. You know, this is abundance, but it's not just the money, it's everything that comes with the money. It's the money, you get it, you can buy those things. This is about the love, this is about the friendship, it's about the living of life. It's like you've been opened up to see a newer, better version of life and everything that it can be. It's really quite beautiful. I love it for you. Okay, next we have, whoo, hi Gemini glitters, hi Shania. Okay, now we're on Shania. I gotta get a pen, guys, because I, I'm getting a little. You're welcome, Natalie. Where's my bell? I gotta ring the bell. Ring the bell. Hi, Shania. If you have a question, please list it. Gabriella, welcome. Okay, let's see. Let me read. I'm gonna list the names here. Hi, Voyager. I don't want to lose my people. Luckily, we're on a pretty good pace here. Let's see. We just did Natalie. I'm fixing to do Shania. We have Sky High. Hello, Sky High. Hello, Lear, Lear, Leire, Roblox. Welcome to the chat. We're glad you're here. Voyager 2. Good morning, Voyager. Where are you? I always think of spacecrafts. Hi, Gabriella. I don't know. We'll pull a card, Gabriella. We'll look at the overall situation. Gemini Glitters, good to see you as always. I always think of your name as Glittery. And let's see where else. Let me see, make sure. Shania. Okay, what's coming next for me this week? Florida. Oh, what a great place. Cape Canaveral, maybe? I'm just guessing. Okay. Let's get a different deck of cards here for Shania. Wow. Okay. That's my lamp. I touch it frequently. It's not anything metaphysical. It could be, but not tonight. Okay. Hey, let's pay attention. Hello, kiss to the bottom of the deck. Okay, you're grounded. I think that you stay grounded. That's kind of the general impression I'm feeling here. Let's see what we have for Shania at this time, Lord. Messages for Shania. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Anything else? So I like that. Protected. Serious protection. Trust. No wonder. Okay. Oh, divine masculine and divine feminine in their power. A lot of learning, a stormy situation in the behind, a lot of fire, but something you didn't see. Stepped out of it with courage. Kind of pretty psychic. Home is important. Safe travel. You have guides. Okay, let me see what we got here. That was fast. I feel like you left something and it was kind of a relief. I don't think this was like immediate past, but possibly distant past. But also, there is a masculine in your area, in your general energy. We're just going to start at the bottom and go to the top because you got a book here. Okay, you are tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. I know this because the first thing I saw was protection. You do not have this level of protection without being tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. Okay, let's go with the next one. The next one is you have this level of protection because you trust. You walk in blind faith. There is a masculine in your energy, and I'll get there, okay? You walk in blind faith. I don't usually have very many masculine. Well, I do. I have people show up in different phases of the readings. Okay, so here, Yes. Okay. There's a divine masculine. Next to the divine masculine is the divine feminine. I'm assuming that this divine feminine is you. Okay, you are a person with a great amount of trust, a great amount of protection, and a great amount of knowledge. Okay, you walk in that knowledge because you have this tremendous amount of faith. Life, I feel like it's going to sound weird. When I laid the masculine and the feminine out, it felt like life had been a little stormy. Hello, Tara by K. Hello, my favorite person, one of my favorite people. It feels like life had been a little stormy. Hi, Sophia. Okay, but here's the thing. It feels like y'all got through it or something, that you both trusted. You either trusted in each other or you trusted in the divine because you came out together. Yes, I saw the storm. Here's your storm. Okay. But okay, so there's a lot of fire between you. Okay. I feel the fire, I feel the passion, but that's not your problem. The problem is there's something there's something in this situation that you're not seeing right now. And it feels like that you need to, it's something veiled. So I know it's something you're not seeing. Has to do with passion. I feel like it's something where you need to back up and like just let go of everything for a minute and just really look and you'll see what it is. I'm being told to tell you that. Yeah, something is definitely being hidden. I can see that. Okay. This is going to take, I feel like this is taking a lot of courage on your part. Is there some kind of insecurity with you? Like you're not feeling so secure in this situation? I feel like, yes, I'm not a big secret person either. I feel like that you're extremely psychic. I feel like that you can feel, uh, oh, I know what it is. Hold on 1 second. My face is itching. You felt the shift in the energy, is kind of what it feels like. You felt the shift in the energy with this divine masculine. I think that's what it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Yes, you did. Yes. Okay. That shift is important. Pay attention to that. Okay. It feels like the reason that this storm came in is because of something or someone that you're not seeing. It does have to do with passion. I feel like this is going to take a lot of courage on your part. I think something is off and you already know it, and that you're having to step forward in courage and you're really not liking it, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like you have a choice. Okay. Now, here's the thing. You're psychic. You know, you feel, I feel like you feel shifts in energy, and I feel like you just have a very protected, this was the first card, protection and trust stood out to me tremendously, telling me that you do have a great amount of protection around you. Okay. And that feeling, that's a real feeling. Pay attention to that. Something is off. Okay. Don't doubt it. Your home is your sanctuary, it's your security. If you need to travel somewhere, you will be fine. Here's the thing, you have guides, okay? I'm not sure if you know their names or anything, but I feel like you have guides and they clue you in to things. And sometimes you listen and sometimes you don't, but they do clue you into messages. And you're being clued in at this time to listen to the messages. It's stormy for a reason. There is something you cannot see. Of course, you're on the list, Kiss. And I put you on the list, Kiss. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Guides. And the travel is safe travel. Okay. Um, but there's definitely something you're not seeing. Let me see if there's any highest and best advice for you at this time. I'm going to put all these back in here. I'm going to pull a card from past life. I think I'm just being guided to pull a card from here. So we'll pull one because sometimes that means you need a message from here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What else? Anything else for Shania? Oh, okay. You're not going to Georgia, are you? Just curious. Hold on. There's a lot of cards. Wow. Okay. Uh, okay, so from what I can see, is the thing that you have the most valuable asset that you have in your life right now? The most valuable asset you have in your life right now is wisdom or discernment. I feel like God is giving you this wisdom and discernment. This because you're highly connected. You this is not your first go round. Okay, I think in the past you were also spiritual. I think that you grow spiritually each trip. I think that there is a night in your energy. I think that they do tend to hold things back as a way of manipulation. This is food and hunger, like giving you just enough attention, just enough time. There is something that they are caged up about, or you're caged up about. Okay, I don't know what it is. Bear with me. I have the card of Atlantis, but I want to say Atlanta, and I don't know why. So pay attention. I see two fish. Okay, this card is telling me this. I have this card of Atlantis. I see the two fish on it. And see like the flowers, it's like I think you're going in a different direction. But here's the thing, I don't know why Atlanta is coming to me, and I could be wrong because this is not foolproof. I mean, God is foolproof, but I am not. I may get a message and tell you one thing and it may mean another thing. But what I do see is that this person has made you go within with the hermit and really think about things, and the things that made you happy in the past are not the same things that make you happy now. So it's not just what this person wants, it's what does Shania want? What will make Shania happy? This is a whole new ball game. There is something hidden. I hope it helps. Thank you. And whoever invited her, thank you. Okay. Me and this light, I got to move my cards away from the light. Sorry, guys. All right, let me look at my list here. Okay, I think I have Sky High next. I've got Voyager on my list. I have Lear. Okay. Elm Street in Atlanta. That's so fun. Okay, maybe. And sometimes, yes, because here's the thing. It's like okay, whatever this is, you're not going to be able to unsee it. And I'm really sorry about that. And I don't know what I'm talking about because that's how Source works. But I'm not necessarily always supposed to know. But I have a feeling that you already understand the situation and see it. It just hasn't played out yet. Whew, I hope that helps, Shania. Welcome to the chat. Okay, let me catch up here. I'm on my own tonight. All right, Borchie, can I be put on the list? Of course you can. All right. I yes, and here's the thing. I'm more clarity. I don't have any magic answers. I'm certainly not God. These cards are not God, and they don't provide the answers. What it does do is open a door. We all have a connection to the divine. Some of us are just more open than others. People that have talked to God all their lives, we don't think about it. We just hear those messages. You're so welcome. Welcome. I'm happy you're here. All right, let's see what we have for Sky High. May I get messages regarding my studies career? Can I still get better at my studies? I have self doubts and I want to do better. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. That was deep. And here's the thing. So I'm not just doing I'm doing a lot of stuff. I have we have our membership channel now. So I do that, and then I have all my shorts, and then I have information. I have readings. I give people readings. So the more I use this, the stronger and more intense it gets. It seems like. Hello, spiritual soul. Of course, give it a few minutes, spiritual soul. Let me put you on my list, and let me answer a few questions because there's a few people in the chat. And if you'll post it closer. Okay, sky high. Let's see. We want career, student stuff. Let's see what we have for sky high at this time. Wrong ones. Okay. I don't know why I think I'm ever going to keep all my tarot cards put up in the course of a session because I'm not. I'm just not. All right. What do we have for sky high with career, life, all that stuff, studies, messages for sky high at this time, Lauren? Somebody needs to brace for a storm. A storm is coming in for somebody. Brace for a storm. Batten down the hatches. This is a person. They're mad. They're angry. Not want to confront. Do not confront this person. Do not let this person in your house. Leave the door locked. I don't know who that's for. It's a storm. It's coming in. You're already anticipating it. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. I don't know who that was for. Let's see. All right. For sky high, what do we have for sky high? Okay. Yes. You're going to be just fine. First of all, you're blessed. You've gone through some kind of regeneration progress. You sit back and you watch a lot of things happen and you spend a lot of time thinking, probably too much. And you said, I'm tired of this never ending story. I'm so stuck in it. I don't want to be in it anymore. Okay. And you decided to be fair, but not just fair, fair to yourself. Okay. Okay. Now, you told yourself some very hard truths. Okay. You also started realizing that not everything that's pretty and shiny is pretty and shiny, ultimately. Okay. You saw that you could go further than you'd ever been before if you only just reconnected, remembered who you were, and came back to center, is what I'm feeling. You're like, I'm going to come to the edge on my terms. Okay. What else do we have? You started meeting better people. Your life started feeling better. You realize there's two worlds. You live in both of them. You have a very loyal heart. You started saying no to the things that were not for you, and they were not. And you said no. And that made shifts in your life. It brought things more together. You became more flexible. You worked harder. And there is a masculine. Isn't it yang masculine? Yang hangs or something. Okay. And here's the thing, you don't have all the answers yet. You do know you're supposed to co create with something or someone in the universe. And you're going to see it out. There's some things in your life that are not finished, and you'll get there. There is a soulmate coming in, but not for a while. There was a lot of chaos and conflict, and you left it behind, and now you're moving to milk and honey. That's what I have for you. I think that the career will take off faster than you think. I think that you place a lot of pressure on yourself where they're asking you to just trust in divine and trust in your abilities. It's not that you don't do the work. I can feel the energy. You do the work. You put the effort in. The message here is for you to trust in your abilities. You have abilities. I'm not talking psychic. You're just a very smart person. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a natural gift for wanting to learn things. And you're right where you're supposed to be. And you're supposed to trust in that because you're moving forward in a very good and positive way. You just haven't seen it yet. That's what I have for you, Sky High. I hope it helps. Whoa. Okay, these are some intense readings tonight. You're welcome. Tonight is whew. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Hi, Kiss. I haven't forgot you. Okay. For the purposes of time, I'm going to read the people that are in here. Is Lyra in here? Leire Roblox. I'm just going to look if I see you. Kiss, Shania, Sher, Sky High, Spiritual Soul, Voyager. Lyra, if you're in here, if you'll say something. Sorry, my eyes are dry. Sorry, guys. Okay. Lyra and Voyager 2. So if you have questions, if you'll post them, um, that way it'll save some time constraints. Chill bumps. Okay. Let's see. Voyager 2. I live on Elm Street in Atlanta. What do we have? Did you have a question, Voyager? Let's see. Is my boss daddy going to walk in today? Oh, I don't know, Voyager. It seems like a whole bunch of stuff. Hello, Raymond. I'll add you to the list. Um, let's do this, Voyager. Let me pull some cards around the general. I don't know, Raymond. Save it until I get closer. Lara, if you're out there, please say something and I'll read for you. Also, if you're new and you want a reading, please let me know. New people priority, and memberships and donations take priority. But really, we're not very busy, so we're good. So Voyager, what is the general energy in and around for Voyager? What does Voyager need to know? Oh. Wow. Okay. This is a little complex. I got. It is a lot. Yes, it is. How did you know? Wow. Okay. Let me get my grip here. The card of Atlantis just came up again. I was told to flip the brown card over, so maybe the Atlantis is you. I don't know. Okay, let's start at the basics. There's some kind of unfinished symphony, okay? I don't know what it is. It's unfinished. And it's something, it feels like something you give a lot of energy to, okay? Uh, uh you give a lot to this, whatever this is. And hold on, my head's itching. Sorry. It feels like it drains you a little bit. Okay. Uh, but there's something here that's recently shifted or something. There's this unfinished thing that you haven't finished it out. And I'm not sure if you're ever going to finish it out. It's like there's confusion wrapped around it. I don't know what it is. What I can see is there's a need to clean things up, that there is a change in the wind. Okay. This does involve a soulmate, I think. I don't know. It's either a soulmate or somebody very close to you. But it feels like you're going to have to face some truth with this person. You have truth be told in reverse. I don't know what the truths are. There is the card of never ending story. If there's a truth or like a repeat pattern, you'll recognize it. And I feel like that could be a possibility because I do see that there is that. I also see that a lot of hard work has been put into something. Hello, Darlene Lisa. Okay. And I also see that it's like you already have this deep knowing about everything that needs to happen in this. Okay. But here's the thing, you're going into milk and honey. Okay. Whatever this transition is, with or without this person, you're making a shift. But you have noticed that there are things that you need to remove. Okay. This is the reading for Voyager. I have you on there, spiritual soul. Darlene, do you want me to put you on the list? If you want me to, I can. I'm just keeping a list tonight. Just keeping it casual. It's so late. Okay, so you're going into milk and honey, and there's a rainbow. It's so funny. I almost posted a picture of a rainbow right before this. Okay. All right. That is what I have for you. I don't feel like it answered your question, but I think you already have your answers. It's like, anything else. Okay, so I just pulled the card. I said anything else, and I got the card of sideways, not for you. But I have the card underneath it, loyal heart. I think that this person is between worlds, or they're not sure where they want to be, is kind of what it feels like. That's what I have for you. I hope it helps. All right. Okay. Gabriella, are you here? If you're here, let me know. I also have Gemini glitters and then kiss. Whew. Of course. All right. Hello, Gabriella. Hi. Did you have a question? If you have one, please let me know. All right. Okay, not a problem. Let me look, Gabriella. I think it may have been on, let's see. I can see it. There's really not that many in the chat tonight. Uh, oh, yeah. Okay. What we're going to do is I can't really delve into their feelings, but I'll pull some general and we'll see what the general is. Okay. What do we have for Gabriella at this time? Messages for Gabriella. Hi, and some advice. Highest and best advice for Gabriella. Got a book here. Okay, balance, celebration, pardon. Mm. No nails. Ooh. Okay, this is a very unusual message, Gabriella, but I'm just gonna put it out here for you. Okay. I'm like, where do I start? You're welcome. Okay, so okay, I'm going to put this as nice as I can put this, Gabriella. It looks like, and also never base your read on your tarot cards on a reading. Okay, there's justice. Okay, but what I see here is I see a person. You have the Two of Cups. This is the Lovers. This is in reverse. Okay, hi, multi-fairy. I'm going to be blunt because I don't have a choice. Two of Cups. This is in reverse. Two of Pentacles in the upright. You're keeping you as an option. You're an option. Sorry. When I see Two of Pentacles, I think options. What are my options? Not in a good way. Also, this person has a greed factor. They go either to the, it feels like they move to where the money is or something. It's strange. Okay. There will be justice in this. This person will break your heart with the Three of Swords. They will hurt you, okay? And they will not have a problem with it. But you're not meant for that. The reason you're here, it feels like, is you're the Hierophant. You're connected. You already know that this person is lying to you. I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, because you do. This person is looking at you as an option, unfortunately. Now, because you can see all of this, because you are tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, you're walking away from it. It feels like I'm going towards balance. Something better is going to come in. See the guy in the background with the flowers? Someone that'll bring you flowers. Also, someone that you can celebrate. Also, when I see the Three of Pentacles, I cannot help but think third party. Okay. So it feels like this is a person that treats you like an option with a third party that's slightly greedy, that will break your heart, that where you'll get justice. So, but could you don't just skip the heartbreak and go forward, because there are good things for you, because you are connected to the divine, and there is celebration and there is balance, but you're smart enough and wise enough to know that this is not your balance. But also don't ever base your life on a tarot card reading. That's what I've got for you. I hope it helps. I actually kind of enjoyed that one, Gabriella. That was kind of fun. Hope it. Hello, Gemini. How are you? Okay. You are so welcome. Welcome to the chat. We're glad you're here. My name is Sher. If you don't know me, I'm an intuitive. My hair is always a little crazy, but I think it comes. I think it's one of the things that happened when this shift happened. So I do take donations. I do appreciate them. This is my full time job. I everything I do, I don't do anything in this channel or anything in my life for money. I am God guided, source guided, whatever you want to call it. All of my messages are from the divine. I don't sugarcoat them. I don't change them. Sorry about that, Gabriella. I saw it and I was like, no. But here's the thing. I really feel like you already knew that, Gabrielle. I really do. Okay, Gemini, do you have a question, Gemini? Wow. Gemini glitters. Ask the question. I'm going to tell you what card I just ran into. It was the only one that was upside down. It's pretty interesting. 1010 in the chat. Darlene, how is Patricia doing? Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Hold on. Okay, 1 second. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Multifairy. I appreciate you also. Okay. Let's do Gemini glitters. Gemini glitters, for some reason, the Ten of Pentacles was flipped over in this deck of cards that I want to use for you. That tells me you have abundance coming in. It feels like good things. Kiss, you are next. Okay. Yeah, you got rid of a Ten of Swords. You left that behind. And a Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles was someone kind of haughty in your life, someone you needed to release. What else do we have for Gemini glitters? There is a Knight of Pentacles in your energy. This person they're straight up. I feel like he would bring some fun into your energy. He would also help you close off a cycle, the world. You are connected. You do show up as a high priestess, and there's a lot of fun coming into your life with the sun. I feel like you left the Page of Cups behind, and now you're moving into a higher energy, a higher vibration. I really like this for you, Gemini. Hello, Crystal Roberts. How are you? That's not Crystal, my friend. That's with Cherie, is it? Okay. All right. All right. Kiss, what's the question, woman? Crystal, I put you on my list. And Multifairy, I have you on my list. All right. Okay, just checking because yeah, you're welcome. All right. Kiss, what are you going to ask me? Is it going to be about a team? I don't know. Let's see. I'm giving you a minute to post your question, Kiss. Also, spiritual soul, if you want to go ahead and post your question, I'll take whoever posts their question first. I'm trying to facilitate my chat running quicker and smoother. All right. If Kiss doesn't have a question, hold on a second, please, guys. I don't know. Spiritual soul, divine advice, career, and personal. Okay. I don't know. Well, look. Okay, all three of you are fine because you're actually all kind of fall in there. Okay. Crystal, you're more towards the end, but we're good. Okay, so spiritual soul. Let's see what we have in your general energy. Of course, multi fairy. Why would I not put you on the list? All right. What do we have for spiritual soul at this time? The general energy in and around relationships, Father. Good Lord. I gotta have to read your question again. Because I'm like, what is this? Whew. Okay, we like that. Okay, well, spiritual soul, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I want to put this. Okay, it feels like that the general energy um, is. It feels okay. You have an Ace of Cups. This is coming in sideways. So the general energy is around love. There was a Queen of Swords, a not so nice person in the past. They have their back turned to you. I don't know who or what that is about. You're a very passionate person. The Ten of Swords falls on you and this relationship. I think this is got a potential for passion. I also think that you're passionate, and I also have the Ace of Wands coming in. This is also like passion. Okay. So there's a lot of passionate, there's a lot of fire. There's an angry woman in the background. There's you standing your ground. And then there's a possible Knight of Cups. Now, I'm not sure if the Knight of Cups is the person you're asking about or not. They would be nurturing. I'm not sure that they are equally yoked with you, but they would be nurturing. If you choose to pursue this and it did work out, you would come into 10 of Cups, okay? All right, which is a great energy. Everything around you is a great energy except for this Queen of Swords in the background, a not so nice person. And I do see you having to stand your ground here about something. Um, the question here is not necessarily what that person did, but do you want that person? Have you looked at what the risk is versus the outcome is what I'm hearing. Okay. So it's something they're saying, look at this because of you, you know, do you really want him to take positive action towards you? Is it something you even want anymore? That's something, that you have to look at. I hope it helps. It didn't really give you an answer to your question. I'm not sure that you're meant to have an answer. I think you ultimately already know the answer, or you wouldn't be here asking if they were going to do that. There's a lot of doubt there. There is something coming in that's very passionate in your life that'll lead to 10 of Cups. I'm not sure if it's this Knight of Cups, though. I hope it helps. All right. And welcome to the chat. We're glad you're here. All right. Hello, Kiss. What do we have for Kiss at this time? Divine advice and career and personal. Yes, it does look like that. Yes. But the thing is, you have to decide if that's what you want. Okay. It does look like the Queen of Swords or whoever is in the background. So I hope it helps. Let me know. Sometimes the messages are kind of, I don't know. They just come out the way they come out. All right. What do we have for a kiss? For a kiss. Whoa. Where is Arpita? I feel like Arpita should pop up any now. Okay. Kiss, what are you doing? Okay, so you're welcome, spiritual soul. Kiss, what are you doing? You're showing up as the Queen of Swords in reverse, like chop chop. You're in my energy. Okay, but here's my thing, Kiss. I don't know what's going on in your world, but I have first I have a Page of Swords, kind of an immature energy. Thinks they're hot stuff, maybe not so hot stuff. Okay, okay. Also, there's a King of Swords. You know, coming across very self assured. You're so funny. So very self assured. Then you have this King of Cups in the reverse, someone that tells you wants to nurture you. And I feel like they would. They'd be very nurturing, but I also feel like they might be very smothering. There's a lot of men in your environment, and they seem, kiss, forgive me, they seem kind of confused. There's a lot. You've got an immature Page, an overbearing King of Swords, and a what was the other one? A King of Cups, which might be the good one. Okay. And here's the thing, all this energy is moving around you relatively quickly. What are you doing to drive these men crazy, Kiss? That's what I want to know. I feel like there are more people interested in you than you realize from these cards. It's like, and you were right smack in the dab in the middle of it. All the focus is on this Queen of Wands, this passionate person. That's what it is. They see your passion for living. Okay, any highest and best advice for Kiss? I don't want to just leave it there. It's true, isn't it? You know it's true. You know. You I feel the cold on my back. How many highest and best advice for Kiss? Whoa. Wow, just jump out there. TikTok, Kiss. Time is ticking. Clarification, Lord, please. Oh, this could lead to a lot of chaos and conflict with the men thing. It might be time to leave some of these people behind. But ultimately, you're going to get to your treasure island, Kiss. This is like a test of faith. This is like you finding your water wings in a pool when you don't know how to swim. Okay. This is just going to be things that you're going to have to wade through right now. I know that doesn't sound reassuring, but look where you'll ultimately get. You'll get to the treasure island. But there's a lot of discernment right now that's needed. Some things that need to walk away, you know, and some things could create a little conflict. I think you already know that one. And time. I feel like you think you're under the gun, but the message is you've got time. You've got all the time in the world. Okay. Sorry to make you go OMG so many times. Kiss. I'm sorry. All right. All right. Raymond and then multi-fairy. Oh, Lord. It's 1:44 in the morning. If you have a question, ask it, Kiss. But it really feels like everything is just really everywhere right this second. Where's my King of Wands? Oh, we have the Cups. You crazy woman. I don't know. I don't know where your King of Wands is. 3:44 in the morning for darling. Oh my goodness. I don't know, but you're going to get your justice. How's that? All right. Let's see what we have for Raymond. You were asking me about somebody coming back to a relationship. I feel like you're holding out hope for something that may not come out the way you wanted. What do we have for Raymond at this time, Lord? Messages for Raymond regarding relationship. Whoa. For Raymond. Okay, Raymond. I'll tell you what I have. I have the Ten of Cups in reverse, which kind of leads me like you could get to that. Okay, Night Owl's Club. Um, I also have the Nine of Pentacles. Like, I think that it doesn't feel like money is a big deal. Okay. I mean, I think that you're okay. And it feels like whatever this is, that you can see a Four of Wands possibility, like stability coming into it. But it feels like you've also had to stand your ground for a few things. What I see in the general energy, though, in the front, hello, Twilight Dragon, is with the Two of Swords that this person may not feel the same way. And you may not be seeing that at this time. I highest and best advice for Raymond. Hold on. Highest and best advice for Raymond. Different deck. Hold on. Anything else for Raymond at this time? Okay, yeah, I think that you may not be seeing this because you have Treasure Island upside down. Is this like maybe not your happiness? The middle card is time to go, and the last card in reverse is chaos and conflict. It feels there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of stuff around this situation. Um, it feels like it's anybody's guess, honestly. And I know that's not like a great answer. No, I'm good, darling. Thank you. Hi, Zach. All right, but I hope it helps. Okay. All right, multi-fairy. Okay. Twilight. Okay, Twilight and Zach. Okay. All right, let's see what we have for multi-fairy. Crystal, you'll be after multi-fairy. Oh, multi-fairy, I'm being driven to something else for you, I think. Okay. Let's start here. You're in your true north, okay? Okay. What do we have for multifamily, fairy, house, anything at this time, please? Okay, multi-fairy, let's see what I've got here. Oh, okay, we're going to take that one. Okay, the first thing is you are in your true north, multi-fairy. Hello, Pufferfish Leo. How are you? Okay, hold on. Okay, so you're in your true north. You've put you're very connected. You're grounded in your path, okay? You understand where you're going, the direction you need to go to get there. And you know that you have to take small steps to get there. Like you get the steps, okay? All right. Also, you have, let's see what we have here. You collaborate with the spirit, which I love. This is universal design. You definitely collaborate with spirit. You're asking about a health thing, possibly. Here's my thing. It feels like whatever this is you're going to come back into balance from it. I have the cross of faith and purified desire. The purified desire feels like it's a purification process, that some things are sifting through your energies. That's a weird statement, but I'm going to go with it. Shifting through your energies. And at this time, okay, the thing about this is, hello, Puffer Fishlia. You have a vantage point that others don't have or don't see around you. Okay, you already know this because you know you're connected. You know you see that path. Okay, you are going to be given. Uh, Hold on, 1 second. Whatever it is, it's you're going to push through it because you're going into illuminated vision. This is like your full path, moving into where you, oh, thank you, multifairy, moving into where you're going to be. And it's also because you can see the divine plan. Look at this card, something coming into beauty. Okay, you can see that divine plan, even though it looks complex, you can still see the clarity of everything coming together. Sometimes you get in your head and start worrying. Also, you kind of put a lot of people ahead of you, multifairy, and you need to give yourself some rest and take care of yourself some. This is going to facilitate you helping others easier. Okay. I hope it helps, multifairy. All right. That's what I have for you. And thank you. I appreciate your kind words. Whoa. Okay. I wanted to put those there. I can't do that. Okay. Also, yeah. And you're in this rhythm of life thing, you know, you move in time with spirit. I don't know. Yeah. You create your own destiny. You magnify your soul power. Okay, and you're a wild creation. You're open to the universe. Okay, you're open to the universe. You're open to new things. It's really a beautiful reading. Of course, Sophia, I will get with you. Yes, ma'am. All right, I like it. I put you on the list, Sophia. Okay. Okay, Crystal. Let's see what we have for Crystal, and then it'll be Darlene Lisa. Thank you for your nice compliments, and I put Pufferfish Leo on there also. That is quite the interesting name. Pufferfish Leo. Okay. I did. I had time out yesterday. Thank you for that kindness. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have for Crystal at this time. Hi, Crystal. Welcome to the chat. We're glad you're here. If you have a question, please post it. The next one will be Darlene Lisa. If you have a question, please post it. There's a necessity to give yourself one full day, multifarious. They're saying give yourself one full day. Okay. I don't know why. One full day. I see 1313 on the chat numbers. This is like one full day out of your week. You need to clear space for yourself. There's not enough space in between, is what I'm hearing. So do consider that. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you, multi-fed. All right, Crystal. Let's see what we have for Crystal. My shoulder is itching. Sorry about that. Messages for Crystal at this time. What should I do about? Okay, I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go with a couple different things with you, Crystal, and we'll see what we've got. Welcome to the chat. We're glad you're here. Sure, Crystal. Oh man. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you the three cards that fell out. And then I'm also going to tell you don't ever base your life on a tarot card reading. And I'm also going to tell you that you're going to have to make your own determination in this, but it looks pretty clear cut. Okay. You do. You need one day a week just for you. And I'm actually considering that too. You need day away from the mystical, the psychic. Now, if you take that one day and go to a new age shop, that's different. That's something you want to do. But you need one day away from everything so that you can return to center and feel good about yourself and feel more balanced. Okay, back to Crystal. Crystal, the first card that fell out is the cat card, the cat spirit, and this is the card of claim your independence. That's a pretty bold, in your face card. The second card was be at home, like return to home, return to center, is kind of what I'm feeling here, Crystal. The third card was surrender now. So I'm going to say that there's a pretty definitive answer here for you. I hope it helps. Don't base your life on a tarot card reading, but also source in action. These are some pretty definitive answers. Surrender now and claim your independence are some pretty big messages. That's what I have for you, Crystal. I'm sorry that is not better. All right, what do we have for Darlene Lisa at this time? I remember you want these oracle cards. What's coming in for me in the near future for Darlene Lisa in the near future? For Darlene Lisa, what's coming in the near future? Hold on, I'm just trying to get a feel about something. Okay, I think I've got it. You are welcome, Crystal. Okay, the first card is Be Here Now. The second one is Thinker. And the third one is To the Sea. This is all about you actually living your life right here, right now, in the moment. Okay. There is a little bit of overthinking sometimes where you get in your head and need to remember not to. Also, you have To the Sea. You've moved to like calmer waters. You're not in that topsy turvy life that you had before. You've made changes, positive changes for your future, for the future of your children and everything else that comes with it. Also, just for your happiness. And you're going the distance. You're putting the work in. Okay, truly are. And you can you're starting to see small changes. It's not going to happen as fast as you want it, but it is happening. You are making things happen. They want you to really look at this. There is something that is going to leave your life. I'm pretty sure you already know what it is. It says it's time to go. You're on the right path. Everything that you're going through and everything that you're doing at this time is fated. You're being divinely guided. Okay. And as far as the time to go thing, any highest and best advice on that? I'm just going to show you the card and you'll know what it is. All right. That's what I have for you, darling Lisa. I hope it helps. Okay. All right. That's music. Twilight, how are you doing? I need a sip of water. All right. For Twilight. Good. I'm glad. Are you in Georgia? I think you said you were in Georgia last night. I don't know. You are leaving something behind, Twilight, but it's a really good change. It's a good shift. You needed to leave it behind, whatever it was. It took you long enough. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me see what we got, Twilight. Ooh, okay. You have the ability to make magic in life. I think you already know this, but a lot of it is dependent on your vibration in the way you feel. You can also just like bring everything down to rock bottom. I have a feeling you have a great amount of power in whatever you do in your life. You've gone through a lot of transitions. You've also been extremely lucky in a lot of things. You're grounded. I think you're spiritually together. You had a recently you went into a new life, a new way of living. It feels like you have a lot of affluence. You do have people, guides that talk to you. Going, okay. You put space in between for your sanity. You tend to go towards good luck. Part of this is just the fact of the vibration that you operate on. I do see a possible soulmate coming in if there's not one already. You meditate. Your friends, you have rich friends, and I mean rich as in they love you and they care for you. Okay. And you also have an immense sense of gratitude. The gratitude is very important to you. And that's good. We like that. Anything else at this time for Twilight? Oh, wow. Okay. You released a lot of stuff. Okay. Cindy, give me a minute. Okay. You released a ton of stuff. It was a relief. Okay. You're highly protected and you have an immense amount of trust, or what I would call blind faith. I really like it for you. That's what I have for you, Twilight. Okay. Hello, Zach. And hi, Cindy. Welcome to the chat. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you. I've been told that before. You're so welcome. I do have bright energy. All right, Zach. Let me see what we got. Give me just a minute to kind of reset this. All right. Let me see where we're going, Zach. I think we're going with the flowers, Zach. Okay. Oh, in this one. Okay. I'm going to tell you a story, Zach. Um, you you guys obviously. I will. I am a little tired tonight. It's been a really busy day, but thank you for saying that. Okay, Zach. When my ex husband passed away, he came to me the night that he passed away in a dream. Okay. And thank you. Um, in this dream, I'm sharing this with you for a reason, Zach, and I want you to remember this. In real life, this man had a lot of health issues. He had a lot of burdens. His body was overburdened. When he came to me in this dream, he was not that person. He was smiling. He had a lighter vibration. He looked at me in this dream. He was right there, and I could feel his happiness. I could feel the shift. Huh? Oh, I will. Yes. Yes, I will. Thank you, Multifair. I could feel the shift, the vibration. And I looked at him and I said, because it was like he didn't talk much. Okay. And I said, "You want me to take care of the kids?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was smiling. The energy was that of peace. It was pure, beautiful peace. I wasn't sad when I woke up the next morning and realized he had transitioned. I didn't need the phone call to ring, but this isn't about my psychicness. This is about, okay, this is about a transition that is made when someone passes. The other thing I'm going to tell you, Zach, is that your mom would not want you to be sad. I have three beautiful children. If I pass tomorrow, you know what I tell them? I'm like, compost me. It's legal in Colorado. Compost me. But let's see if we can get a message from your mom. Okay, Zach? Because that's what we do. I always feel called to this soulflower deck for you. Okay. Let's see what we have for Zach at this time, Lauren. What's in the bottom? Okay, the first card I'm seeing for you, Zach, is the card of empowerment. Okay. This is Hellborn. That's the flower here. Wants you to know how truly powerful you are. Okay. This is someone, hold on. It is time to honor yourself. Stop hiding and start standing out in your magnificent light with your head held high. Give yourself permission to connect with your heart and lead the way. This card is a message from your mother, Zach. She's saying, give yourself permission to have your heart again, to open your heart, to be happy, to feel that joy. Okay. She's also saying, Zach, set some boundaries. Communicate with people. Don't don't hide, Zach, is what I'm getting. Anything else for Zach at this time? Okay. She wants you to embrace life with confidence. She doesn't want you, my ex, no, he wasn't. I mean, no, I'm not sure. I'll go there in a minute. She wants you to embrace things with confidence, but let's see what I have in the clarifying life situation. Zach, it's time to move out of this. It's time to shift to a higher vibration. Uh, the grief had a purpose, okay? The grief had a purpose, but now it's time to move out of that grief. What else for Zach at this time? Well, yeah, okay, Zach, this could not be any clearer. Turn the page, Zach. You have to release it and let it go. It's time to manifest new. You're on the mend, okay? Set some real intentions. And trust yourself, okay? You're moving into some roots of stability. The light is coming out, Zach, but you have to embrace that light and move forward. Your mother would not want you to be sad. I can tell you, I have three. I would not want them to spend 1 minute crying over me. I would want them to throw me in the compost fields and move on with their life. You know, my daughter was like, you want to be composted? Here's the thing. People are in our lives for a short period of time. They're a blessing. God gives them to us. He loans them to us. He doesn't let us keep them, okay? He does reunite us later with them. And I do think that your mom's energy is always around you, Zach. I don't think she's ever left you. I think you feel it. But also, it's time to shift your vibration and move forward in a more positive, loving way to be kind to yourself. That is what your mom would want, okay? I hope it helps, Zach. You're going to get there. Okay. Woo. All right. Pufferfish Leo. Hello, Pufferfish Leo. Are you still in the chats? Oh, my goodness. Thank you. A general reading of whatever comes out the strings. Okay, welcome, Pufferfish Leo. We're glad you're here. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Okay. Ooh. Give me 1 second. I need some water, please. Okay. Cindy, you are after Sophia. You'll be after Sophia. It'll be pufferfish, Sophia, Cindy. Okay. I keep going to this deck with you. Okay. Okay. There's something here about you making slow and steady progress. Okay. There's some things that scare you. You already know what they are. Okay. All right. The first thing that I have for you is slow and steady wins the race. Uh, and you do. You don't move in a hurry. It doesn't feel like. It feels like that you have some things in your past that you wish did not happen, that you would to to just release and go on and pretend it never happened. Okay. There are there's something that you did um, that you didn't pay attention to the details. I know that's weird. Okay. I don't know what that's about. You there's something that you came together with. It feels like you didn't pay attention to the details, and all of a sudden you're being enlightened about it. All of a sudden, that whatever it is, you're being enlightened about it. Okay, I don't know what this message is. Okay, what else do we have at this time for Copper Fish Leo messages? Okay, whatever you got into, I feels like it stung. I don't know what this is about. Okay, something stung in your universe. It's like it went. It feels like it was supposed to go one way and went the other way. Oh, you're so welcome, Zach. You're so sweet. You're going to be okay. And thank you for the subscriptions. What else do we have for Pufferfish here? Okay, this is kind of interesting. Thank you, Multifairy. I appreciate that. Okay, so we had sometimes life stings. Okay. Also, I feel like sometimes, even though you don't mean it, you have a harder touch or a harder way of communicating. You come across very strong at times, and you don't mean it. You're being asked to tone it down a little. Bring a more gentle touch to whatever it is. And there was something that you tried to make work, it didn't work, and you see it clearly now. They're asking you to learn from your past, whatever it was that taught you. It feels a valuable lesson in the past. They're saying learn from it and let that go, to surrender it. Anything else at this time for pufferfish? Spirit has your back. So you're even though it looks like a lot of transitions. Yeah, time to heal, time to move on from whatever it is. and be generous to yourself. Be generous of spirit to yourself. Anything else? Yeah, be open into infinite possibilities. I like it. The energy is good. It shows. It's kind of like saying you're human. You've made some serious mistakes in your life. Hopefully, you've learned from those mistakes. They were hard. They were hard mistakes. They were hard truths. I don't know why I want to tell you that, but they were. But the thing is, you moved from there, and now you're shifting in a different direction. Where are you shifting for pufferfish? Highest and best final advice for pufferfish. Truth. Truth. Why are you shaking? I saw that. Why are you shaking? Truth. Truth is. I'm hearing truth will set you free. It's weird. All right. That's what I have for you. I hope it helps. Guys, also, my email is in the comments. If you have a question, numerous ones of you do bad pass. Okay. Um, yes, I do feel that. I feel it. Okay. Good future. I like that. Yeah, that's definitely, that was important. Okay. I'm reading for Sophia now. I hope it helped. All right. Hi, Sophia. Are you still in the chat? I need some water in my cup. You can turn. Oh my goodness. You guys are killing me tonight. Cindy, where are you from? Crack me up. All right. Hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, drop things. Okay. Chicago. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what we have for Sophia here. And then Cindy. Mm. I see that. Sorry, my mouth is dry tonight. For Sophia, messages for Sophia this time. Like, ooh, Sophia. Sophia. Ooh. Okay. This is for Sophia. Let me see something here real quick. Hold on. Um, oh, nice. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, so Sophia, there was something in your past that hit you hard. It was Nine of Swords energy. It was in the past. You got justice for it, but it caused you to turn into. It shifted everything in your reality. I feel like it shook you to the core of your soul. I mean, like this was very difficult. Okay, you did get justice in the end, and but I don't. It seems like a hollow win. The one thing that did happen is you made some kind of shift, a shift to like a high priestess, being more connected to the divine, and you decided to let magic flow in your life. Now, magic is flowing in your life, Sophia. You are getting there. All right. It's not happening as fast as you like. You're kind of impatient in that aspect, but it's okay because you're a good soul. Anything else for Sophia at this time? Seven of Swords. The person in your past was very deceptive. I'm not sure you saw that though until it feels like you almost didn't see it until it was too late. That's what I have for you. I hope it helps. All right. Let's see what we have for Cindy. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. Oh, Cindy, there's a lot of hope in there. I don't know. Let's see what we've got. We're gonna do tarot for this one. Okay. All right. I'm not God by any stretch, and I'm not magic. But here's the thing. It feels like you're placing a lot of hope and faith in a person inviting you over and marrying you. Okay. And tarot is good. Okay. But also, I want you to listen to this, to the connection. Okay. Like, allow yourself to breathe. I feel like you're on this crazy little high with a lot of energy. Okay. And I feel like you have to fight for yourself. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have for Cindy. Let's just see what comes out, Cindy. Okay. Okay. All right. We got some cards. Okay. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. I I'm gonna say this. Okay. I think that you may have a lot of hope into something that may not come out the way you thought it would. Okay. Um. Let me tell you what I have. I have the Two of Cups in reverse. I have the Five of Swords in reverse. This is winning at all costs. I have the Lovers in the upright, and I have the Six of Cups upright. The Six of Cups tells me that you're striving for balance. I feel like this person throws you off balance. Is there a lot of passion? Yeah, there's a lot of passion. Is there a lot of grief? There's a lot of grief. There's a lot of loss. Some of these losses have driven you into a stagnation, a period of quietness to go away and try to let you figure out who and what you are. Okay. This is a very deceptive person. This is Seven of Swords deception. Okay. And there's a possible third party with Three of Cups. And he shows up as the devil. Okay. This is not somebody that nourishes your soul. Anything else for Cindy? I don't, it doesn't feel like it's going to go the way you thought it was. What I am seeing is he shows up as the devil. It feels like every other card in your life right now is topsy turvy. This person needs to win at all cost. Okay. Um, he comes in with just enough energy and time to restore order and start it all over again. Okay. It does feel like there is a third party. Do not base your life. It's also, you have the Five of Cups. Look at this. This is loss. This is grief. This is possibly a drinking problem. And I'm seeing that you've been driven into quiet. Oh, Cindy. Uh, Hold on, Cindy. Give me just a minute. Let me see if I can help you. He's been in a 30 party forever. Let me ask you something. I got the card of magician at the very end. This feels like that the universe is saying, hey, wake up. Let's look at this. This is an illusion. This has gone on 6 years. Okay. 6 years. Is he going to give up with this person and give me? You have worth, you have value. Okay, and I get it. And you may be polyamorous or something. Everybody walks their own path. What I'm saying to you is, do not let somebody demean you and bring you. Uh, I get it. Bring you just because you used to do something in your past life does not make you a bad person. Okay. Okay. What I would tell you is maybe just talk to God and seek your heart, and because this it doesn't have good energy, Cindy, and I'm really sorry to tell you that. I'm going to close it off there because it does seem a lot. Okay, I hope it helps. Okay, have I missed anybody in the chat tonight? I'm sorry. Okay, you're welcome, Cindy. Have I missed anybody in the chat? Ooh, it's been a night, hasn't it? It is 2:27 in the morning. You guys have been great. I love all of you. And I'll be back tomorrow. We had our first membership session tonight. I think it is worth the $2.99 a month. Please join. If you have a problem with that, shoot me an email. I'll see what I can do to help you. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thanks for the donations. I do, if you can make a donation, I appreciate it. If you can't, do not put yourself in a bad position over a donation. Have a great night. Know that I love you. And also, people, please go out and share some peace and love in the world. I am going to go to bed. I'm tired after the salt shower. Good night, guys. Bye.